So just to turn to what does this all mean for you, and what do I hope you'll think about a little bit as a result of seeing how we can partner with the private sector, who after all are making much of the impact out there in the world, and with civil society like Rainforest Alliance. There's a number of ways. I think one is to think about what kinds of policies can the United States have in terms of its development funding. And USAID has had this Global Development Alliance, which is where we've gotten this funding from, where they're basically investing in making these kinds of projects along with the private sector to leverage. And I think that program has done really well. So the extent that your members know about it and are tracking it, it's something I think to invest in further, because it really does bring a lot back to the American taxpayer when you can leverage that kind of private sector support. In addition, procurement. Around the globe, governments are saying, we ourselves are going to procure sustainably and support what we're doing here, from European governments to Latin American governments to African governments. So to the extent that you can look at if we're importing tropical wood for furniture, or importing or sourcing for paper, or sourcing coffee, et cetera, how do we do that sustainably? The buying power that the government has is huge. Another area that we're actually, right now we have a pro bono team working on with us, is incentives for sustainable production and consumption, financial incentives, tax incentives, things like that. So are there ways that the United States government can support producers overseas that want to have imports into the United States by saying, look, you can do it if you have sustainable practices? How can we look at that type of issue to support the sustainable production? And on the consumption side, how can we support companies here, like the Crafts and the Caribous of the world, who are sourcing sustainably? What kind of benefit can we provide to them? From a regulatory point of view, if companies are engaged with sustainability certification, they're getting certified by a third party, is there regulatory relief that they would be eligible for as a result of that type of interaction? So those are just some ideas to lay out there, and there's a lot more that we can discuss in different venues, but I'm happy to answer any questions. Or do we do that now? Yeah? Good. So thank you.